Come on, you sons of bitches, do you want to live forever? That infamous quote was dropped by American Marine Dan Daly at the Battle of Bellawood 100 years ago today. So today, to honor Sergeant Daly, we're going to do two things. First of all, we're going to make a World War I era drink, the Corpse Reviver No. 2, which has a badass name. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to talk to you about Sergeant Daly's history and talk about how he's a complete badass. Then we're going to drink together. Sergeant Daniel Daly, born November 11, 1873, was an amateur boxer who enlisted in the military at the age of 25. Despite having a very small stature at only 5'6", 135 pounds, he commanded the respect of his men, both enlisted and officer alike. His infamous line came during a portion of the battle where the Americans were vastly outnumbered by the Germans, and the fire and explosions were so bad that you couldn't see in front of yourself because of the debris floating around and you could barely hear anything. Sergeant Daly, realizing that staying in this position was going to result in the demise of the men around him, leapt up onto the embankment, standing there as bullets whizzed past him, pointed to the men in front of him and said, "Come on, you sons of bitches, do you want to live forever?" At which point the Marines found the courage to follow him over the embankment, and they charged the Germans, ultimately achieving total victory at Bellawood. On that day, Sergeant Daly was said to have taken over a German machine gun nest using only his Colt 45 and a number of grenades. But that's just a small piece of the courage that Sergeant Daly exuded over the course of his military career. His career was so impressive, in fact, that he received 2 Medals of Honor, a Navy Cross, and a Distinguished Service Cross. He was actually put up for the Medal of Honor a 3rd time, but an officer turned it down, saying that no man should have more than 2 Medals of Honor, once again proving why nobody likes officers. World War I ended on his birthday, November 11th, 1918. Daly was quoted as saying, "Not a bad birthday present," which showcases the first and last time that a Marine was ever understated. Today we're going to make a Corpse Reviver No. 2. To do that, you need 3/4 of an ounce of fine gin, 3/4 of an ounce of sweet vermouth, 3/4 of an ounce of Grand Marnier or Cointreau, a dash of absinthe, some lemon juice, preferably Italian, and some ice. And we finish all of that off in a martini glass. So we'll start with 3/4 of an ounce of gin, 3/4 of an ounce of sweet vermouth, 3/4 of an ounce of Grand Marnier, a dash of absinthe, 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice, and we add some ice, and then we'll shake. Once shaken, we'll finish in a martini glass. The Corpse Reviver No. 2. To Medal of Honor recipient and Marine Sergeant Daniel Daly. We'll never fill your shoes, but we can fill our glasses. Cheers.